if a motherfucker cheat on you, it kind of make you be like, why they don't want to. So it make you want them more in a weird way. You know, because you want to prove to them. I don't know. It's like, it's some weird shit, though. Like,
Because you want to prove to them that you're better than whoever else they might have.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
What's the word, everybody? Welcome back to Sad Boy Radio. I'm your host, Matt. And today, man, we got a very special guest in the building. He's a former Republic Records artist. He started his music journey back in 2018, but for real, 2020. And it seemed to have happened overnight for him, right? It didn't. What loves to create hood love songs. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
it's KB Mike, man. Y'all know. Y'all want to go follow me, you know, Instagram, KB Mike on YouTube, all that.
Man, see, you're smart. You plugged it at the beginning because you know people are going to leave by the 10-minute mark.
Fast, short attention spans, man.
Everybody be plugging their shit at the end. I'm like, nah, you got it. You got that one. Real quick, man. I want to talk about Republic Records first, right? It's a major, major thing to sign there, right? They represent The Weeknd, Ariana Grande, Drake, and so many other artists. Talk about how that opportunity came about for you.
I started off on house arrest. I was dropping shit, and the more my numbers went up, and then I had dropped a song called Used To. And once I did Used To, like, all the labels, like, every label just kept calling. And then, I mean, I ain't know how that shit goes, so I'm looking at them I'm like, shit, they got, like you said, Drake, The Weeknd, Taylor Swift, Nicki, shit, so. And they was talking the right price, and I just went to them, man, shit.
For you at that time, what did it mean for you to sign to such a legendary label?
I ain't gonna lie, just the fact that they was even talking to me, period, that was a big thing. Cause I ain't gonna lie, when I started music, that wasn't even what I was in this shit for. Like, I literally was just in this just to, I wouldn't say, at first I started out playing around, and then I was like, I started fucking with it because it was a way to cope with shit. And then once they hit me up, it was a big ass thing to me. Like being able to tell my mama like a major label and offer me this much, you know.
Were they the first one to hit you up?
It was like some independent labels at first. And then it was the major labels. Once Used To reach them numbers.
Once you started doing 1 million on TikTok?
It wasn't even TikTok. It was once my stuff was consistent. Because, you know, once your stuff first come out, they're going to be reaching out. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, we're going to stay in contact. But once they see it's consistent and then you got that big song, that's when they're going to really lock in with you.
What do you feel like it was that you were trying to cope with at the time?
Being on house arrest, first of all, I was on house arrest for like 9 months. Second of all, just life, period. Just living in Chicago every day, you know? Like, that shit was hard. But, yeah, it was that. There was a lot going on, man.
I feel like you're tired of talking about this house arrest shit. That's every interview for
Actually,
you.
I'm not, because that's where I started from.
Yeah?
If I went on house arrest, I probably wouldn't be right here. Shit.
But you tell the story in like every interview. Like every interview I watched, I heard the house arrest story like 10 times.
I'm pretty sure everybody know that shit, yeah. Yeah, you right.
So after being with the label for, quite a while, why was it time to walk away? What had happened there?
You know, when I went into that shit, my manager at the time told me, like, a label really is just the money. Like, they a big bank. They support your, videos, boom, bada bang, this and that. But as far as, like, push you, they ain't gonna push you till you, like, Nicki Minaj size or, like, So I just feel like, shit, at this moment, I could do what they doing on my own, if I'm being honest, so. But don't get me wrong, though. It was different being with a major label, though. It was a nice experience.
What would you say are some of those differences you noticed right away?
I ain't got to pay for no flights. Free hotels, everything covered, That was really it. That's about the main thing.
The thing about major labels now is that they want a finished product, right? They don't want to build up people anymore.
They want you to be developed. They gonna catch you when you lit, and once you that fire burn out, they gonna chill out a little bit.
Which fucks up a lot of situations, right? Because a lot of the times these artists, they're younger and they want that instant gratification.
Mm-hmm. TikTok.
What happens to that team that they had beforehand, before they blew up, right? They go to the major, that team gets left behind. And you're not with the people that care about you anymore.
Because you're too focused on the major label, depending on them. But I ain't gonna lie, even when I did, though, my manager at the time, it was still just like, not depending on them, though. You can't depend on them too much. You gotta stay how you was before them. Like I said, they just really a big bank.
What happened with you and your manager at the time? Because you guys were super close, right? Fame.
That's a good ass question. It was just time to go separate ways, man. You know, you get to a certain point and shit just become different. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to her though. I still want to see her at the top. There's no bad vibes and all that shit. It's just we went our separate ways. It was time for a big difference, man. It was time for change.
She didn't fall in love like the last manager, did she?
No, nah. Thank God she didn't. Actually, she was a stud. Like, stud. Word. She won them. Nah, she ain't fall in love.
You learned your lesson from the first time?
Yeah, that first one was crazy. Hey, I fuck with you.
Hey, what happened the first time, bro? Let the people know.
I'm not even gonna say no names, but like she got too attached and was looking for something different that I just wanted to focus on music. You know what I mean? And I just need to focus on music at that moment, man. And she wanted my type. Man.
I just wanted you to break it down real quick so the people understand, like,
what happened.
Because they're probably over here like, what the fuck are they?
And she was
about?
young too, so like I feel like that's what it was too.
Aren't you young?
That's what I'm saying. But my other manager was older, so like I don't think she caught feelings and shit. But when you young, you let your feelings get in the way of shit. You know, that's just what I feel like, man.
So what do you feel like was the most important lesson you learned from Republic while you were over there?
Just the certain ways and how they run stuff. You know what I mean? Like they don't put a song out every week. They wait. It literally takes time for you to drop a song like a month. So you know what I mean? I ain't gonna drop a month probably like 3 weeks, but like just that, you know, giving your supporters time to miss your music. What else? The way like promoting it, video quality instead of just running to any cameraman that just got a decent video. You know. Actually settling with a good cameraman that know what he doing.
Your last EP, Euphoria, was still under Republic.
Yeah, it was.
Did the deal just end? Did you ask out? What was it?
It was sort of just like we went our separate ways too. Like, it was just time. I ain't gonna lie. It was just time to be different. I don't owe them none though. I'm independent. I'm fully independent, you know? So, yeah, it was just time. I just felt like I could do all this on my own.
What do you feel like you can do differently now?
Well, now I'm at a level in my music where, like, I don't really need the next person to promote it, like Republic, or I could kind of do it on my own. My Instagram is bigger now. My Facebook, all that. You know, I could sort of like hit people, reach out on my own instead of waiting for the label to do stuff like that. You know, so I feel like it's different on that end, man. I done grew by myself.
You developed that sound by yourself, right? In the house for 9 months, not being able to do anything. That's where it all started. And like I said, at that time, everybody kind of looked at it like it happened overnight because you just started dropping and the video blew up.
More I dropped, it just kept going on. It definitely didn't happen overnight, though.
But you started this journey back in 2018 and didn't release the first song until 2020. Why did it take 2 years for that time to come?
Like I said, when I first started, I really started just like playing. Like, you know, one of my people's in my crowd, he do music or whatever. So my homies like, shit, let's just start making music. So I was playing for like 2 years. I ain't lie, I was just making shit. Like I said, there had to be a way for me to just put how I'm feeling in my song. Then I got on house arrest and it was nothing but time. And COVID came, so it was nothing but time on my hands to just drop anything. I said, fuck what people got to say. I posted. Once I posted, I got off. And yeah, it was really and I was kind of worried what people would say. You know, people think.
What was it you realized once you put it out?
That they love me. Yeah. I posted that. I got off Facebook and I'm like, man, I'm scared what they gonna say. I'm not even gonna check. I went back. I see they fuck with it. And the more I posted, just showing my face though, the more like, you know, people relate to me.
And I think as males, right, that's one of the things that we don't realize. We think a lot of the times we're going to be judged for whatever we say. If we show any type of emotion, if we show any type of fear, love, anxiety,
anything,
it's going to be taken a certain way, right? So that perception stops us a lot of the times. How did music save you from being a victim of your own circumstances?
Once I realized, like, man, it's billions of people, millions of people will relate to me, and if you don't, then, you know, just don't listen to my music. And as far as, like, my circumstances and, like, being in Chicago, right? Like, that's for me, and the kind of music I make.
From, right?
Right.
64th?
64th Mozart, yeah.
You grew up in Chicago, man.
Oh.
You had run-ins with the law. Not only at that point, but growing up.
No, definitely. Music definitely helped though, cause shit, if I wasn't doing music, ain't no telling what I'd be doing. I was tweaking out a little bit, you know. But once I did music, and I seen like I got a lot to lose now. Once I grew in music, and I had a lot to lose, I had to cut a lot of shit out. So music definitely helped my circumstances.
What was it you realized you had to lose?
First, I was making a lot of money. I'm like, shit, I might as well keep doing this. And just like a lot of people depending on me. You know, my parents, the people around me, because like I said, like a lot of people come from Chicago, there's not a lot that's going on. So a lot of people depending on me, and I just had a lot to lose, man. I wasn't trying to let a lot of people down.
In the song Chirac, you say, I'm from the city where everybody be hating, guns be blazing, his mama crying, her son on the pavement.
One of my really songs out, honestly.
And you really detail not only the environment you grew up in, but the environment a lot of people from Chicago grow up in, right? In what ways did the environment you grew up in shape the person that you became and the way that you thought?
I ain't gonna lie, right? It kind of make me look at a lot of stuff like it's lame, and it kind of make me not be treated like no lame. You know what I'm saying? Like, coming from Chicago, you ain't gonna just let nobody play with you. So in the music industry, period, you know, I just feel like coming from Chicago, I just didn't let nobody play with me in music. And yeah, and my songs too. Shit, the things I talk about, I kind of talk about love, but like in a Chicago kind of way, like a tough hood kind of love way, you know? I feel like Chicago is the reason that was. Like, I ain't want to go too deep in my emotions, you know? But I want to give it like a Chicago feel.
You do that Polo G shit. Polo G be doing the same shit.
Polo G, Tusi, Rollo, no cap. I feel like we out in the same boat.
But outside of that, right? There's certain things that happen to you growing up. Seeing all of that happen, right? How did it shape the way that you thought?
I ain't gonna lie, Chicago do make me kind of like, even when I'm like not even in the city, even when I'm out of the city, though, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of be like, I feel a sense of relief because like I ain't gotta look over my shoulders, I ain't gotta be, but I still do at the same time though, because from Chicago, stuff just happens so quick, like man. But I feel like that too. Just looking over my shoulder, not trusting a lot of people too in the music industry. Even people that could take me to the next level, like I'd be kind of hesitant because I don't know if it's what type of time they on, because Chicago just make you not trust a lot of things, you know?
You get burned a lot in this industry. Not only this industry, but in general, right?
In real life.
That's what you're taught as a kid. In high school, you have shit happen to you all the fucking time. So now you can't trust anybody, and it's like, at what point will I be able to trust somebody?
Especially in music. You gotta do a lot of trust in music.
But when I talk more specifically about your environment, right? Not everybody's catching a gun case at 20 years old. Not everybody's dealing with legal issues before they turn 18. At what point did enough become enough for you? What was the moment you realized things needed to change?
Shit, my last gun case, I had a gun case when I was a juvenile, so.
They were both gun cases?
And I got this one and a lot of stuff. And actually, they gave me a misdemeanor on this one. Like, luckily, like the day before my B-Day or the day after my B-Day, they called me like, oh, you want a misdemeanor for this? Like, I had a public defender, I ain't gonna even lie. And he called me like,
no way you fucking beat a gun case with a public defender. They
called me. He called me like, what he say? He say they trying to drop it down to the West End. They need you to come in and sign your papers. Hell yeah. Literally the day before my B-Day or the day after my B-Day, I swear to God. After being on house arrest, all that shit. And that's when I was like, all right, bro, it's time for me to chill out.
Your ass got lucky with the public defender?
They actually switched my public defender. I had a female at first, and she, oh yeah, plead guilty. And I swear to God, I was finna plead guilty.
What were they
just
trying
to get it over with. Well, I had did 9 months on house arrest at that time, so it was gonna be time served. Then I had ended up being locked up for like a month and a half for violating my house arrest. My house arrest. I was going outside every day. This is around the time they was looting and shit. So I'm like, they not even thinking about me and shit. So I was going outside. I had like 60 violations, and yeah, they end up. So, but once she said you plead guilty, you'll get out. Bada bang. Because like I said, I was in there for a month and a half, but I ain't even plead guilty.
How did you have 60 violations and not even know?
Like I said, bro, I was going outside every day. I had the box thing too, so I just go outside. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't think they was giving no fuck. my OG called me. She like, the sheriff's outside the crib, need to come your ass back. And I had court the next day. And then that's when I came, and then I got on court the next day. They like, oh, yeah, you got 60 violations. Your ass think it's sweet.
So what they do when you had the 60 violations, they locked you up?
I had court the next day because, like I said, my OG called me like, you had the sheriff's outside your shit. But they didn't come and get me that same day. Then next day I had court. They get on what's the name, the judge like, you got 60 violations? Or how many violations? I know I had hella violations. They like, oh, yeah, you got this many violations. You think shit a joke. They like, all right, they gonna come and get you. I'm thinking I had like a day or two to like chill. They was there in like an hour, knocking at my shit. I actually had it on my Instagram. I took it down though.
Had your ass fucked up.
And I bonded on. Actually, my brother bonded out. RP. RP to him.
Your actual brother?
Yeah, blood brother, man. My oldest brother.
This was 2020.
2021.
You had another brother that passed away.
No, 2020. No, this was 2020. Yeah.
In 2014, correct?
Yeah, my brother Kills tied on me. That wasn't my blood brother, but that wasn't gonna make us closer. So, I was like the first person I ever lost to the Chicago shit.
How do you feel like that changed the way that you process grief?
That's when I was like, cause like I was 14 at the time, so I'm like, oh yeah, this shit real. Especially when it's, no, I done lost people before that to gun, but it wasn't as close as me and him. Like that's a motherfucker around my age that I'm really kicking it with. That just made me, I'm like, oh yeah, this shit real. Time to focus up.
And that's where the KB comes from, right?
Originally it was Clan Boy. When you sign to a label, I ain't supposed to say Clan Boy, but since I'm independent, I can say that shit. It don't mean in that way though. Look, we just call ourselves that. They know what it is, man.
Actually, that makes sense because when I got your email, I should have put that together that you probably just changed the meaning. Because I watched all these interviews and he gave the other meaning. They like dumb shit down. I understand though, but this the real me now. So I'm back independent. It's Clan Boy. They know. I'm not from the clan though. Like I can't be. I can't. But y'all know, man. That shit too ironic, bro.
It is.
You should have picked a different name.
But no, that's what we call ourselves. KKK, Killer Kills Clan. His name was Kills.
Oh.
Killer Kills Clan.
Y'all wild for that, bro.
It's wild. It's wild. It is. But it's raw as fuck. Yeah, you can't lie.
When you think about Chicago, right, and the way that you describe it in Chirac, what would you say is the one wound that has yet to heal for you?
That's losing my big brother. I ain't gonna lie, I feel like that's the biggest thing that's not going, that shit be deep. It be like you don't know what's in the afterlife. So like, I think like, am I gonna see him again? Hopefully, shit like that. That's definitely a wound though. I ain't getting over. Yeah, but I'll be straight though.
And that's why I say, right, a wound that still requires healing. There's certain things that you'll never be able to heal from.
I could deal with it better. Let's just say that. I could deal with it better.
I mean, Stevo says it in Kill for Kill, right? Sometimes time be feeling worthless. All this time I still ain't healed.
Oh, my mama. Hey, shout out to him, bro. That's my dog.
Shout out to
Stevo. That's my brother. I fuck with him in real life.
So talk about the relationship that you and your brother had.
I ain't gonna lie, right? I'm gonna be so honest, right? When I was younger, he was one of those brothers, like, he made real money. Like, he was... So I looked up to him, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, of course he was in the streets, but I ain't see all that shit. I just seen him. And I ain't gonna lie, he was tough as hell to me. So I just looked at him like, oh, this is my tough ass big brother, boom, bada bang, this and that. He'll come and grab me out here, spend some money with me, boom, bada bang. I ain't see him that often though. I ain't gonna lie, cause he was too busy in the streets making his money. But I still looked up to him though, cause like, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like he was the realest nigga to me that I knew. And before, that shit happened, I feel like we was getting closer and shit. Because like I said, I didn't really kick with him as much growing up because we had different parents. We got the same daddy, but different mama. So, you know how that shit be. So we didn't kick it as much. But as we got older and I was doing music and, boom, bada bang, and I could kind of like maneuver on my own, we was becoming closer and shit. And, right before he, that shit happened, like literally like a week before that shit happened, he told me like, oh, bro, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, man. And all that shit, like, and I got that message, but yeah, that was our relationship. I feel like we was getting closer.
And I'm already knowing that shit fucked you up.
Like I said, though, I be straight. I do this shit for him.
In what ways did you see it affect you mentally, losing somebody that close to you?
I don't know. It kind of like let me know like to make my time with people worth it. Cause like shit be happening quick in Chicago. And just period though, in this whole world, like shit just be happening quick. So like keep your people close to you.
Life comes at you quick, man. There's no telling what's gonna happen. Life's not guaranteed every day. And the thing is, right, a lot of the times we're dealing with things that we don't even understand how to process. When you're dealing with that trauma and you're processing that trauma, a lot of the times, like, it's just never gonna heal, like we were saying. And I seen something that says, right, we learn how to grow around our trauma. So it never fully closes. You just
Deal with it.
your trauma's like this, is this ball, right? And you're like this, and then you just keep growing around it. And that's all you can do.
That's real shit though. You just dealing with it. You going through it every day, but you dealing with it. You know? You just get better with dealing with it.
You said previously that this loss had left you emotionless. Do you still feel that way?
I kind of felt like emotionless. It did make me a little numb. I mean, I ain't lose nobody since then, but shit, losing your big brother ain't no telling though. But I won't say emotionless now though. I care a lot. Actually, I do. It make me kind of care a lot. Cause I hate to go through that same shit, you know.
Where did the article get emotionless from?
I don't know. I guess it just sounds good. I don't know.
Who wrote that article?
Hey, what article
Who did
it
the
was?
interview?
What article it was?
I don't remember, bro.
I don't know. But I guess that shit just sound good.
That shit did sound good.
I don't
I was
know.
hoping to get him to say that on camera.
What, emotionless?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. I'm
We were
emotionless.
gonna chop that shit up. That was gonna be the clip. That was gonna be the mill. You wanna hit the mill, bro? We're gonna need a little more emotion right now.
I say in the middle. Hey, nah, real shit. Like you said, bro, us as men, we gotta let that shit show more. Like, fuck what the next people gotta say, bro. You know? If letting that shit out gonna make you feel better, I don't give no fuck what the next people say. Next person say. Which is why I get on camera, get on the studio saying I love female this nigga, cause I don't get no fuck shit. I'm gonna let that shit out. Let that shit be known. That's the cancer in me.
So being where you're from, why did you feel like it was so important to show your emotions like that?
Cause a lot of people don't do that from Chicago. As far as relationships, like they do pain stones, of course, but like as far as relationships, I don't really see that in Chicago. And I'm a cancer. I feel like that shit matters. Like that shit means something. So I am emotional. I ain't just no crybaby, but if I care, I care. No, I ain't gonna halfway care. I'm gonna really care. So
You're showing this 100% vulnerability, at least to certain people, right? Because what you're saying in these songs, it's not like you say it every single day. Let me pull up a lyric. I got a couple lyrics for you, bro.
I should be real life.
And used to say, you say, even though we don't talk like we used to, I still watch your page just so I can check on you.
Real ass shit. I do that. I do that. Sometimes it's like lurking. I ain't gonna lie, it's lurking just to make sure. Nah, it's to see what you're doing. I'm gonna be honest. It's lurking. It's lurking. I want to see what you doing while we ain't talking and shit.
Your girl actually ended up in somebody else's Hellcat?
No, but I'm pretty sure. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling when I'm scared of that shit.
What you say in the song?
Hell cousin, LP, who that is that him? You ain't never been in one and now we done and now you is. Damn, I got some. Yeah, you catch your nigga your female in the Hellcat. It's a wrap. It's just, she done.
Like, do you just be staring at your phone when I call?
Hey, shout out to my dog Stevo again, man.
That shit fucked me up. When that song came out, I was going through a breakup, so that shit
Real
fucked
life?
me up. Real life, bro.
Damn, that's a sign.
That shit fucked me up.
Y'all done like 100%
Yeah,
done? Huh?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
she in the Hellcat.
Yeah. Oh, shit. It's crazy. She do got a new boyfriend, so
Shit. He ain't fucking with you, man.
I got replaced, bro. It's all
He
right.
ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, it's okay,
He ain't
bro.
fucking with you.
It's
They
okay.
gonna see this shit. They gonna see what you doing and fuck that shit, man.
One day I'll have the millions.
Hey, real shit. Real life.
She might find happiness elsewhere, though. I might still be chasing.
Man, we ain't hoping she found. I'm not.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm just saying that's a real thing, bro, right? Because sometimes you're just not meant for each other. Sometimes you're just not meant for that person, right? So, for me, what I was doing, I was chasing this.
You gotta find something that keep your mind off it. That's why I started doing chasing music. I had just got out of a relationship too.
Yeah. What happened? Who's the one that broke your heart, dog?
I say her name.
What'd she do?
Boy, I ain't gonna lie. I just said it. Boy, she was fucking me up. Boy, I wasn't even cheating. That was my karma. That's what it was. That was my karma. I was doing a lot of fucked up shit before that. Got with her, got my ass together.
Why did you keep holding on to this relationship?
You know, I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of feel like the same thing that a female would do when they be holding. I felt like a female in that shit for like, I'm getting my ass cheated on. I'm staying with her every time. I just feel like, I don't know. I think I like that too much.
You like the chase?
She had some good ass pussy. I'ma be, you probably blur it out. She has, yeah, grip trick. I ain't gonna lie, I was stuck.
They had you stuck.
They wanted nothing else.
She didn't have anything else.
No. But that,
You don't feel like there was something you were trying to process at the time?
and I think it'd be the fact that like, if a motherfucker cheat on you, it kind of make you be like, why they don't want to. So it make you want them more in a weird way. You know, because you want to prove to them, I don't know, it's like, it's some weird shit though. Like,
Because you want to prove to them that you're better than whoever else they might have.
real life. That's what I just felt like. I felt like that. Because once I got over her, I was over her. Shit, I got to music, I blew up. I was over her.
Did she spin back?
Of course.
And you went back?
Of course.
Damn, bro, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
What was it you saw yourself fighting for?
I don't know why I kept fighting for her. I really do not know why I kept fighting for her. Or fighting for that shit. Like I said, she wasn't offering me nothing but good sex for like. So I really don't know.
In what ways do you feel like that relationship helped you redefine your definition of love?
Now I kind of go for the opposite of her, like literally. Like my relationship after that was nothing. She was nothing like that. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I did fuck up on that one.
How so? What was so different between the two?
My newer one was she liked to stay in the house. She was more to herself, antisocial. She wasn't no outside every week ass female. She wasn't
That was your first problem, bro. Go on though.
real shit though. You know, honestly, bro, I didn't even expect to get in a relationship with the first one. Like it just became we hanged out every day, hung out every day, and then you see yourself in a relationship with them. Like I didn't get in that shit for no relationship. I just started spending night out shit every single day. And you know, once you with a motherfucker every single day, y'all in a relationship.
So how'd you fuck up in the next one?
With the first one. With the first one. I was fucking up. Motherfuckers would text me, I was, leave my phone unlocked, doing all kind of shit that I shouldn't be doing.
You left your phone unlocked?
Man, no, she's smart as fuck. She's smart as hell. She's really smart. She's really smart. But even beyond that, though, like, I shouldn't have been fucking up.
You know, and sometimes when somebody hurts us, that's all we see. We only see them in the other person. So hurt people hurt people. And I say this all the time because this is what I've gone through multiple times. And the same person kept fucking me up. The same girl from 8 months ago was the same girl that fucked me up when I created this shit 3 years ago. So, with that being said, right? You don't heal properly. You try to find a distraction.
For the moment, real life. Music became that distraction.
But when that distraction's a person, you tend to hurt that person. And for you in your music, you say, and somebody else, my next bitch, I'ma hurt because of you. I'ma put her through all of this shit that you putting me through.
I'ma cheat on her too. I'ma lie just like you, player. Yep.
So don't worry, it's cool. I'ma act like I care when I don't.
Tell her I love her, even know that I don't want, but it's all because of you. And it's yep. That shit was real life though. But did I intentionally do that? I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel like I intentionally did. I just probably did that shit out of just like emotion.
What were you trying to gain? What were you chasing?
I kind of felt like I was played, so I want to play the next motherfucker and do this, but it wasn't right in the end.
Is that where did it go wrong come from, or where did I go wrong come from?
That was some shit that I just be going through. Like, you ever been with a female, y'all kicking it with each other every day, and she pack her shit up, but she be right back at your shit and this and that. But I just feel like where did I go wrong? Every song be like about the same shit, but like in a different scenario, you know? So that's where did I go wrong with.
So break that one down, right?
Where'd I go wrong? Just fucking up, cheating.
The video's hard.
No, it is.
I fuck with the video. You said Diamond did that shit?
Shout out to him too.
Shout out
You
Diamond.
ever seen, damn, what's that Netflix?
The Zendaya one, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's what that's based off of, which is a dope ass concept.
I actually don't remember the movie. I remember
it's a
watching the
decent
movie. I don't remember it.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watch it like all the way back, but I watched it in like parts. It was decent.
It was in black and white too, wasn't it? And I think that was what was so different about it. It was 2020.
Mm-hmm.
But right.
And they was arguing the whole movie.
And where did I go wrong? You say, I didn't realize what I had until I didn't. Now it's gone.
Real shit. Now that's real spill.
When looking back, where did it all go wrong?
Like when I started doing whatever I was doing. When I felt like this person wasn't as much as they was, you know, when I started treating them less than what I should have treated them in real life. And so, you know, I feel like a lot of people don't realize what they got into that shit. Not that no more. And that's with anything, relationships. That's any scenario. Like, you don't notice what you got until that shit is not there.
Why did you feel the need to step out? What do you feel like was missing?
I ain't gonna say it was just me being a nigga, because all niggas don't cheat, me being honest, but intuition. No, it's the wrong way. Temptation. Talk about intuition. Temptation, like, it just be that little moment. See a fine ass female on Instagram on your Explore page, and all it takes is 2 seconds. Be like, oh yeah, she decent. Boom, DM her, and yeah, it be my temptation.
She sees the check mark. She sees a couple 100,000 followers.
Quick to reply back, and she bad as hell. You just be like, fuck, I done fucked up that quick. Just be temptation.
But do you feel like there was something else that you were looking for that this person wasn't providing?
Of course, but I feel like that's gonna be in every relationship. I gotta realize though, like, every motherfucker is not gonna be perfect.
So then what is it you're chasing? What is it you're looking for that you continue to sabotage these relationships?
Temptation. That I swear to God, it just literally be like, I just see some fine shit.
Nah, but you have these temptations because there's something that you're not happy with, right?
Shit, maybe I need to go to a therapist to figure it out.
That's what we're trying to
feel like
figure out right now,
we have
dog.
all right,
we're
bet,
having
let's do
therapy,
it.
dog.
Why I fuck up, I don't know. I literally don't know. She asked me this, like, why, what am I doing wrong? And I can't tell her. You could be doing everything, and I just fuck up. And it only makes it easier when you got the check mark, when you're known, when you got music videos with millions of views and people know you. You see all these fine ass females. Not saying that she not bad, because to me, but I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Since we venting and shit, like, and I know this sound fucked up. It could be as many females I done, you know, stepped out on her with. Like, I don't want none of them. Like, if the world was to end, I would really want to just be well. I would really just want to be well though.
Because that's your person. That's that person that knows you for real, right?
She is, but I don't know why I be fucking up, man. I fuck with you folks. See, look, you got me thinking this shit,
Bro, this is what we do. I don't think you realize what we do, dog.
This shit kind of like therapy.
You should have watched the Stevo interview. You would have understood a little better.
I'm gonna watch that motherfucker.
I'm gonna start marketing myself as the hood therapist, bro.
You should.
This is what's gonna happen.
Nah, in real life.
This is what's gonna happen.
That'd be dope.
I just don't want somebody to come check me and be like, "What hood are you from?" Because I'm not from the hood.
Tell it. Man, look, ain't anybody say you the hood therapist. And what that mean is you do therapy for people from the hood.
That's what I do.
Cause that's what it feel intimate and shit. Like that shit feel like it's.
That's
therapy.
what we're here for, bro. We're here to break this shit down.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna do like J-Main now.
I'm gonna be transparent and just whatever I come to my mind, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
So do you feel like you weren't happy in that relationship?
And my first one, the one like I'm dealing with.
You got one you're dealing with right now?
That's what I'm kind of.
That's the one from Where Did It Go Wrong?
Yeah. In a sense, yeah.
You're still dealing with that shit?
They gonna see this only, you know, fuck like, man, I really just want her though. No funny shit. It's weird. It probably too late.
She's in somebody's Hellcat.
I hope not. Not this one. Not this one. I don't be in no Hellcat on this one.
So it's always been you that's the problem?
Unsure. But I ain't saying she perfect though. Don't get me wrong. She do shit, but she never step out.
I think the problem with us sometimes is that when we know we're the problem, we internalize that, right? And then it makes us look at ourselves a little bit different. So then we try to deflect the blame elsewhere. I don't know if you do this, but this is how I think sometimes, right? Because I know I'm the problem, because I know I was part of the issue, I try to find where they created that issue for me, right?
Damn. clip that.
Previously, being with somebody who would consistently tell you that you're not enough, or being with somebody that tells you like you ain't shit, you don't work hard, you don't do this, and that, but really that's all you fucking do. Even though you're doing those actions, it makes you think less of yourself, right? Because the person that's closest to you, the person you spend the most time with, the person that's supposed to love you is constantly talking down on you. So how do you think that's going to impact the way that you think about yourself?
Nah, you right about that, though. I do be like, all right, well, you do this. Like, she points some shit in my face. Oh, you do this. And I be like, oh, well, you don't do. But I ain't gonna lie, me now, I swear to God, in this last year, I done learned a lot about relationships. Like, I really sit and listen. Like, I don't even want to say argue. Like, if we fight, I swear to God, I really will listen. Even though a lot of people be like, I'm listening, I will really listen. And if I be like, we fight about some shit, and I really be like, oh, no, I'm really wrong, I will dead ass sit right there and be like, all right, I'm wrong. Like, I really listen now, though. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I didn't learn some shit from.
They don't want to hear you say you're wrong, though.
Nah, well, I'm gonna tell you.
They don't want to hear shit.
But you do know that calms them down, like, when they yelling and shit, but you talking in a calm voice, and you actually like, I'm listening, it makes them calm down a little bit.
No, I think sometimes it drives them a little more crazy because they can't get
Nah,
a
now, if
reaction
you
out
acting
of you.
nonchalant, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a bang and you out calm, that's different. But, like, if you showing you care, like, if, let's just say she yelling, like, if my female yelling, I'm a dead ass be listening to her. And after she done yelling, boom, bada bang, I'm like, all right, I just got every point you got across. I really sat and listened. Now, can you listen to me? And I just feel like that's what some females want to have. I ain't gonna bow.
Are you blinded by this love?
I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to know when you actually in love, though. Like, you know? Or do you just say you love that person?
Do you just say you love that person? Are you just saying you love her? Do you love her?
You know, I look at it from a standpoint, like, if I really love her, I want to do fucked up shit, right? But at the same time, that's not, let's just say, for example, like your OG or some shit like that. Have you ever lied to your parent?
I'm sure at some point.
Have you ever did some bogus shit to them? Like, not no super, but some shit that you like, damn, I let them down.
Probably at some point.
You know what I'm saying? But you love them. I kind of look at it from the same sense, though. Like, I love her.
But a parent's love has to be unconditional, right? So that love that they give you, the way that they view you, that's usually unconditional.
And that's why I got to set aside the differences.
Whereas somebody else, they don't need to give you unconditional love. Yeah, sure, it's nice to have, right? Of course, we want our person to love us unconditionally, but they don't owe that to us. And because they don't owe that to us, they can always get up one day and walk away. But you don't think it's going to happen because you're like, nah.
Especially when they give you a lot of chances and shit. That's what makes it. And like I say, though, you don't know what you got until they ain't done no more. Like, let's say if she was to leave me right now, I give it, you know, first, I mean, be honest, right? This the difference between men and women, right? If she leave me right now, it's gonna take a month for that to hit. But when it hit, I'm gonna be like, fuck. Like, it's gonna take her, for them weeks that it took, that every week until that month, it's gonna take her a month to get over me. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that's the difference, though. Like, I don't want to wait till it's too late, though.
What do you feel like you got to do to make that up right now?
Some shit get to a point, especially when you've been dealing. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been dealing with her for years. Like, I feel like it's probably at a point where she over me now.
You just like me for real.
You know what it be? After years and after dealing with a person so long, you kind of like stop doing the shit you did in the beginning. So I just got to go back to what I was doing in the beginning, man. Treat her how I was doing in the beginning, doing the same shit. I just feel like that's what it be. After years, people change. They stop trying as much because y'all been together so long, you know? I just got to go back to the roots.
Why do you think it was that you stopped?
Maybe it was the little shit that I did that I ain't even noticed I was doing. I ain't gonna lie. Little dates here and now, little compliments, looking at her the same way. Treating her like I probably ain't even noticed that I'm changing, you know? I be like, I'm not changing, but the whole time I am, she see it. Just like I see she changing, you know? But I just feel like it's a lot of little things that I did that I probably don't do as much as I used to.
I mean, with relationships, bro, that's a given, right? People change, people grow, and sometimes you lose that sight when you're with somebody for so long. You don't realize that you stopped doing the things that you did when you first got together. And I think for me, right, that's part of what happened with me. I wasn't doing the little things that I originally did. But also in my mind from the beginning, I had said, this is my main priority. if you want to be here, you will still be behind this main priority. Now, was that right? Was that fair? To each their own. But there's a reason I had set that boundary, and that's because my trust wasn't there like it was at one point. And that's probably the same with her, right? That trust isn't there like it was at some point. So now she keeps you at that arm length.
Fuck up one time, that shit could fuck up the trust for a long time.
How do you feel like you've changed throughout the course of this relationship?
I don't know if I changed for the better or not. I don't know how I changed. Like I say, like I don't see the changes in me. Still feel like I'm the same way as I was in the beginning, but somebody looking from like a different perspective would see the little things. Like a female noticed everything, so she probably noticed the little changes I done did and how I don't do a lot of shit and how I act. And yeah, truthfully, I don't even know how I changed, but I want to change.
How long you been with her?
I'm gonna say we've been dealing with each other for like since the end of 2020.
Bro, you're telling me you don't know how you've changed in 4 years? You don't remember the person you were in 2020?
As far as a relationship,
I'm talking about in general, right? Because throughout this period, in a relationship, that person can help shape you into a different person.
I feel like she made me more mature. I'm gonna say that. Like I don't do actually, yeah. Let me say that. I don't do as much on social media as I used to do. Like when I used to go live doing all this crazy shit. When I met her, boom, bada bang, like I don't do that. I'm kind of like chill on social media. Like I post my little shit and I get out, which I'm trying to get back into. You know what I'm saying? Doing the shit I used to do that got me to where I am. But like I say, she antisocial and shit. So like it kind of made me like in a shell a little bit. So
Yeah, I know. You walked up all energetic. We sat down. You got in your shell. I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna break this shit.
you got me though.
Oh, God is that. And another important person that's helped you grow throughout these past few years, your daughter.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. My everything.
How did you gain this perspective of being a parent and the way that you look at it, right? Because the way that you talk about her in all these interviews, the way that you carry yourself, being proud of being a father, where did that come from?
You know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna lie, right? I used to always make statuses and be like, I want a baby, I want a daughter, and crazily, I got a daughter. So when she came, I ain't gonna lie, that shit just like different. Like this a real human being that's dependent on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kind of like my best friend though. No funny shit. Like that's really like my midget best friend. Like I call her my midget best friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who do slow shit, but you love the fuck out them. Like that's really my best friend, bro. I swear to God. And it make you be like, if everybody leave me and when let's just hypothetically speaking, like just say the whole world hate me. Everybody on this single earth hate me. Guess who gonna love me? My daughter. No matter what. Like she gonna love me unconditionally. Like I'm my father. I'm the person she look up to. So that's why I love the fuck out of her though. Like that's my, if I ain't got nothing, which I got people, but if I ain't got nobody, I could come in, babe, give me a hug, baby, give me a hug. And that shit just, everything will go away.
But where do you feel like that pride for being a father came from, right?
I'm not gonna lie, my father, like he was in my shit. You know what I mean? He was in my life. So maybe it's from him. And he was a proud father. He did what he could do type shit. So it's definitely gotta be from him. And it's just like I said, like that's my best friend, man. That's my midget best friend. My funny, slow midget best friend. Who get on my nerves, but at the end of the day, you gotta love.
I think that's super admirable of you, bro, because you know, I've had a lot of fathers on here, and obviously all of them love their kids. But the way that you talk about your daughter in like every interview, it just made me feel like, it made me feel that love. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to admit that and show that off to other people that don't even know you is like a very unique quality.
I'm not gonna lie, right? In a sense, I kind of be feeling like, cause soon as I lost my brother, I ain't gonna lie, that's when, I ain't gonna lie, probably like a couple weeks later, I got the news that my daughter was, like that my girl was pregnant. That kind of is another thing too though. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of feel like that too though. Like I lost somebody, but I gave my daughter, and I wish she could have met him, but I just feel like that she whatever I was missing at that moment, soon as she came, it kind of filled it up a little bit, you know?
That whole of that trauma we were talking about, she's kind of slowly filled that.
Helping me grow around that shit, yes. Helping me deal with that shit. And
In what ways do you feel like she's helped you heal from all the past trauma that you've had to face?
I don't think about it as much because I ain't got time to dwell on that because I got to make sure she's straight and I got to make sure that I'm mentally straight so she could be mentally straight and that I'm doing the shit I got to do to make sure we all straight. Like me, her, you know, her mama, that we all straight though. That's where I just feel like she make me focus more, stay out of the way on a lot of things.
What's the most important thing she's taught you about life?
Now I know this might sound like the typical answer, but I swear to God, she told me like no matter what, I gotta keep going. Like I got to. Like it be times where I be like, you know, down and shit, you know, thinking about a lot of shit, going through a lot of shit, but I be like, I can't do that shit. I cannot do that. I got a daughter for, you know. So she make me just focus up and just snap back to life.
She gave you that purpose in life.
Purpose? Hell yeah.
Because music gave you that first. And she came in.
Yeah, because then once I started doing music for so long, it kind of like, I could still vent through it, but it wasn't as much as it was when I first was doing it, you know? And then she came and a lot of shit was just different.
How so?
Just, you got a whole human being, you got to wake up, change her shit. You ain't get no sleep. You just up. It's a whole human being. Yes. And I usually stay up all night, but that first night was fucking crazy.
That first night? You said that first night?
But it's crazy. I do that shit again. I want a son.
Is it with the girl?
I don't want 1,000 BMs, folks. I mean, if you got to move on, you know, do that shit, but I don't want 1,000 BMs.
Oh, that's why you keep going back.
That might be also
That's,
too. But
it
ain't just because she the mother of my child.
No. I get it. There's love there.
That's definitely one of the things, though. That's definitely a reason.
Yeah.
Which, respectfully so, I want to,
You're like DDG right now, bro. You seen that shit?
Yeah.
That he was saying he wants to make sure he has more kids with Hallie instead of having a
and
bunch
that's
of
not
baby
no wrong.
mamas.
I feel like look. Now don't force it, but like if you could just have one BM, I mean, mother your child. Man, I don't have 1,000 mother your child for like no doubt. I can't. I wouldn't even be able to deal with that shit.
Child support here, child support there.
I'm talking about the female they sell. You talking about child support? I'm talking about her. My BM already. Man, look.
I forgot some shit I saw where it was like my boy gets 10% of his check because he got 2 baby mamas.
Fuck.
Not my boy. I don't know where the fuck I saw that shit. I don't remember.
Nah, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. Fuck, yeah, they take. Nah, I wouldn't be able to do that shit. But I mean, if you in your child life, I gotta do a show receiver shit. I would have took her as the court. But my BM don't know how to play with me though. I ain't gonna lie, like, I ain't one of them. I'm gonna be honest though. I ain't one, man, we get into it, you could get mad as you want, but don't bring my kid into nothing. So I ain't gonna play.
It's okay. You don't got the Mariano's job no more, bro.
My mama.
She can't take you to court.
Shout out to Mariano though. hey, you do your. I was a cash shitter. There was so many bad shit in there.
But let's take it back real quick, right? You say that music helped you express certain things that you wouldn't have been able to, right? What was it music helped you express that you wouldn't have been able to put into words otherwise?
Just heartbreak. Like ain't like you said, bro. We ain't finna. If we going through a heartbreak or like some shit like that, we ain't finna just come and tell our homie like, damn, bro, I'm really broken up because of this female and she done did this and that's. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, first of all, we not trying to show that side to no other motherfucker. So when I can say it in music and millions of people relate to me, I'm gonna say that shit then. And I'm gonna get paid.
Ain't it funny how the homies don't even like question it though? That like you be saying all this shit in a song, you be saying all this shit on the internet, and like ain't nobody text you and be like, yo, like what the fuck is
you
going
good?
on?
You straight? You know you know what's sad though? In real life though? The first, like clearly if you could see it on my face, somebody gonna ask me, is you straight? But the first person who ever asked me like, oh, I just listened to this song, K, but you straight, was a supporter. No funny shit. Somebody just threw my Instagram. Like they'll check on you. You got, when you do music, or you just got supporters, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? People depending on you, who relate to you, they gonna check on you though.
What do you think you still need to heal from to love properly at this point?
I need to realize that it's not about the looks and the shit like that. I ain't gonna lie, it's not even so much a healing to give to be better in this love like shit. It just I need to realize that like
There's something there, bro.
think it's something I need to hear from.
No, there's something there.
I swear it ain't my ex. No shit like that.
Were your parents together growing up?
Nah, they weren't.
See, you didn't see no
I
healthy
mean,
love growing up.
that could be.
Did you see healthy love growing up?
Mm-hmm. No. Was your parents together when y'all?
Yeah, my parents are together.
But that don't mean shit. Was you fucking up? Was you fucking up like you was cheating?
Nah,
shit?
not like you.
But so you was.
No, not like you.
Yeah, you right. I don't know, man. I just need to realize that, like, I just need to realize that she ain't gonna be perfect, bro. And these hoes might look good, these hoes might look bad, thick as hell, but they ain't gonna be her. Like, ain't gonna be her. That's what I need to realize. And I tell myself this, though. I gotta tell myself, like, these hoes ain't nothing. In real life, though, like, these hoes,
They fill a temporary void.
literally, it just be in that moment. I gotta stop thinking in the moment and start thinking, like, in the future, though.
What do you think it is you need to be happy at this point in life? Because you got it, right? You got the music. You did that shit already, right? You already got Republic Records. You built an Instagram following. You got the respect from different artists throughout Chicago. What do you feel like's missing?
Even though I did all that in music, I feel like with me and we don't like to settle. So even though I did all that, and even though a lot of people not gonna get to where I'm at right now, I still want to grow bigger than where I am. So even then, like, my mindset is I just want to be bigger in music. So
What's
like
that look like?
till I'm at the VMA, it's like getting a Grammy. Real life, I feel like I ain't made it till I'm now, or I don't gotta do this shit. Like, I could just be set on life without even having to do music. Even though I love doing music, that's when I feel like I made it, or that's what I feel like I need.
Do you feel like something needs to change for you to be able to reach that commercial success?
Some gotta change. If I ain't that now, then clearly shit. Some I gotta lock in more. I gotta start back doing what I did to get to this point. When I started doing this shit, I was content every day, like just little shit, you know? And I had people really looking at that shit every single day. And then now that I done kind of like, is it because I got bigger? I don't know. I kind of chilled out on shit. One more thing, I'm going to be honest, right? I used to be funny as hell. Now I feel like I chilled out because I be thinking too much on like getting canceled and shit like that. Fool. I swear to God, like I used to say the wildest shit. Not no stupid shit, but some wild shit. Now I just be like, yeah, nah, nigga get canceled.
Uncancelable shit is coming back. I work in the school, bro. These kids are starting to say the words that you're not supposed to say anymore.
We need to go back to that shit. A lot of shit soft now, man. All this soft ass shit, man.
That's all I'm saying. They be wilding.
They need to bring that shit
and
back.
I was like, damn, bro, you can't say that in school. And somebody was like, nah, they need to bring that shit back. I'm like,
Realize,
you're
though,
wild, bro.
People soft and shit nowadays, man. Let us say what's on our mind. Don't say no dumb man. Matter of fact, say what you gonna say, but you know the consequence, of course, bro.
But that's the main problem. People aren't held accountable. And when you're not held accountable, you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Cancel culture shit, though. Come on now, man. All that shit ain't, bro. Go back to the South Park days. Real life, South Park. That's the only cartoon that ain't soft now.
You got anything you want to say before we close out, bro? You got anything you want to plug?
No, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all for having a nigga on this shit, man.
Man, I appreciate you for sliding.
Hey, look, and if y'all did make it to the end again, go follow me on Instagram. Go check out my music. If you're going through a heartbreak or whatever this shit is, man. And be more in tune with your emotion as men and just shit like that, man.
Why do you think people need to be in tune with their emotions like that?
Because that's probably what be fucking us up. That we don't express ourselves more. That's probably why I be fucking up. Because I don't express myself to her as much as I should. You know? Too busy thinking about what she gonna think and thinking she gonna be like, oh yeah, he weak and this and that. But you just need to be more in tune with this shit now, man.
Make sure you guys go ahead, check out KB Mike. What's the latest song you just dropped?
Top 2. At this time, yeah, by the time, yeah, top 2.
Make sure you guys go ahead, run that up. Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Sad Boys for real. Peace out.
This is Sad Boy Radio.